For this activity, I'm going to show you how to send an assignment out to all of the members of your class and make each of them a copy. I also want you to see what this looks like from the teacher perspective. So after I assign it, I'm going to go in and show you a few things. So this is the assignment that I typed up. This is the document that you're going to take a look at. I'm going to need you to fill this in and then turn it in to me. It will not take you very long. It's already saved in my drive. So I'm going to close this out and go back to Google Classroom. When I hit the plus sign, very quickly, let me just show you. If I were working on this and didn't want to save it, I could also save this as a draft. It then gets put right in my saved posts here, which then allows me to go back to it later. When I want to add an assignment, I click Create an Assignment. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this. It opens it back up. I have no due date chosen here because it's not anything I really need a due date for. You may choose to, otherwise, but I decided not to. Now I'm going to go to this icon. This is the Drive icon, and that's going to allow me to be able to find the document that I'm going to ask all of you to complete. When I open that up, it then goes to most recent, and it brings me to the Google Classroom Basics Task 1. You can also search for things. You can go directly into your Drive. You can star items to put in there. Those are all things you're going to have to play around with, or you can Google search videos on YouTube that may help you to do that. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click Add. Now, when I add it, it gives me this menu. Students can view the file, students can edit the file, and make a copy for each student. Students can view the file means that they do not have editing privileges and they can't fill it in. So if it were a set of directions or a course syllabus, you might just want to send that to them so they can view it. If you wanted them to have a copy, you'd make a copy for each student. It's just the same as passing out a worksheet to everyone in your class. Students can edit file means they can edit the file itself, the original. I make sure not to use that because I want my original documents to stay authentic. So I'm going to make a copy for each student. Now you're going to find this in your Google Drive. And please feel free to let me know if you can't find it. You're going to find it in your Google Drive under most recent. And I also want, and again, I want you to see this from the teacher perspective. So I'm going to hit make a copy for each student, and I am going to click assign. Okay. Once I do that, it's then going to put it in the feed in the next available place. Okay. So now let's say that each student has been given a copy and you start turning these in. When you take a look at this, when you click on task 1, there are no students in here right now, but what you would see is you would see a list of students on one side as to whether or not they have handed in the assignment. And again, that's going to, just by clicking on the assignment, it brings me to a separate place to grade it. Again, I don't have any students enrolled right now because I'm making this prior to the course. But this is where you'd be able to do your grading. You're also going to see me using the comment feature. There's some directions in there that you'll be able to see in regards to the comment feature. After this week, I'm going to be posting task number 2. Once you complete task number 2, and it is sufficient and you've completed both tasks, I'm going to send you a little Google Classroom badge that you can print out for yourself in order to show that you have mastered Google Classroom Basics. If you have any more questions, please see myself or Mr. O'Halloran, the co-instructor, with me, and you can find our email addresses under the About tab under here, and you see here are the tabs for you to email us. Okay, thank you again, and if you have any questions, let us know.